Hello everyone, it's Arosha here. Welcome to my chat. Today I have a special guest waiting to talk to you. So I know usually I do the interviews at the weekend, but today I have this very special guest. I wanted to chat with her for a long time, and today was the day I was able to connect with her. So as you all know, I'm a Montessori teacher living in Ontario, Canada with my husband and my daughter. And I am working currently in my Montessori job. But last year I came across this wonderful digital business that I wanted to join and take part in and build my own business. So in this business, we have such a lovely community, and I love chatting and getting to know our community members. So we have a lovely lady all the way from Mexico. She's living in Mexico now. So let her introduce herself. And welcome, Debra. Thank you so much.
For inviting me. Thank you.
I love having you here. I wanted to chat with you for a long time, but Thank you for taking time and joining me. So, Debra, tell us a little bit about yourself, where you're from, and your family.
First of all, I'm a child of God. I am a mother of 6, a grandmother of 17, soon to be a grandmother of 18. My daughter's going to have a little boy, and a great-grandmother of 5. And I'm a successful online business owner. But, that wasn't always the case.
So, at the moment, you are living in Mexico, right? And where are you from here? From Canada, right? Where are you from?
Originally from New Brunswick, Canada, and then, in 2006, moved to Fort McMurray, Alberta, Canada. And then in 2018, because of this business, I got to move to Mexico, enjoy the nice warm weather.
It must be sunny all the time there, right?
Well, actually, it's been raining for 4 days, and it's not rainy season, so it's very unusual, but it's okay. We needed rain really badly, so it's okay.
So, Debra, tell us, why did you join online business, a digital business like ours?
Well, actually, I probably joined for, everybody has a different reason why they do things, right?
Yes.
But in 2015, I was laid off my position of many years. I was caught up in the big layoff in Fort McMurray. The company laid off 1,200, and I was caught up in that number. And so I started looking for work, and, I was getting interviews, and I knew what I did well. And because I really enjoyed what I did, and I know I did a good job. And but they laid us top paid people off. Anyways, I started looking for work, and I had to come to the realization that nobody wanted to hire anybody over the age of 60.
Oh, yes.
So I thought, what am I going to do? I'm not ready to sit back and sit in a rocking chair and do nothing and curl up and die. That's not me. I'm going to live to be 120. So I need to do something. It's going to cost a lot of money to support me to do the things I want to do. So anyways, I started looking online, and I really don't think I was looking for a business at the time. I was just looking for a way to make money. And I seen many things, like, and I checked them out, and I kept coming back to this one. And the reason I kept coming back to this one is because we have that 90-minute information session that explains the whole business. And I'm an accountant by trade, so I could see the figures. I could see the numbers. And I could see these people that were talking on it, like, because I watched it for a while before I actually joined. And I could see these people, and like young people, this young couple that really blew me away was, here they are. They had been working all their life. They married. They started this business. Now they're having their first child. And this is what they do. What they do. They don't work for anybody else. They do this business now. They're going to be with their baby when she says her first word, when she says, take her first step. They're going to be there when she falls down to pick her up. They're not going to have a babysitter tell them, oh, your daughter said mama today, or your daughter took her first step today. And I thought, I had 6 children, and I had to work the whole time they were growing up. I never had that. So, I tried to, my husband and I tried to work each other's schedules, but, even if it happened on his time, I missed it.
Yeah.
he missed it. So, it was the same thing. So I never had that opportunity. And I thought, how blessed are these people? How blessed, like how grateful they were, and that's really what inspired me to start this business, and I knew there was nobody else in the business my age. And when I started, but I knew I could do it. I knew I could do it.
That confidence in yourself. I mean, you are right. I can relate to you about missing so many milestones in my daughter's life too, because when I had to go back to work,
Yes.
Financially we couldn't afford to stay at home, one of us, right? And then when an opportunity like this comes, it's such a blessing, as you said.
Yes.
Yeah. Can you describe to us your life before you started? I know you touched a little bit on it before, and where you are now, like mentally, and the aspects of your life.
Well, being laid off, and of course, it's two-family income. You have to have two incomes. And Fort McMurray is one of the most expensive places in Canada to live. There's the high paid wages, but there's also the high expenses, right?
Yes.
And so anyways, being laid off, I got a great severance package, but I paid off bills and did different things like that. And, a few years prior to that, my layoff, we had a situation happen within our family that we stepped up to the plate, and it took all of our savings, all of our investments, every penny that we had, took to take care of that situation type of thing. And, families will do that to help their children, right? So anyways, it was just a bad timing that it happened. And then I had the big C happen to me, and then, and then I got laid off my job, and it was just like boom, boom. So we were broke. I was broke. And it was a struggle. You didn't sleep at night. I was getting sick again because I was worrying, how am I going to pay the electrical bill? Are they going to cut the power off? It was minus 52 in the winter, and what am I going to do? I've worked all my life, and am I going to have to sell my home to be able to survive? Like, what am I going to do? I can't get a pension right now because, if I take it at 60, I'm not going to even have enough money to buy groceries, let alone survive on. And it was just, it was a situation that it wasn't good, but I wasn't ready to, like I say, I wasn't ready to curl up in a rocking chair and sit back and rot and wait for them to come and possess it, or, repossess everything I owned. I was going to do what I had to do. And that's why I started searching online. I needed something, A lot of people have a why. You want to be home with your children, because most people that start this business have a job already. They're working, and this is something they work on, until they get it to where they want it to be, right? I didn't have that privilege. I really had to struggle. So, yeah.
You're a strong lady, even to, like, I know mentally it's not easy when things happen one after the other, but you were strong enough to not let it down and find something else that you can do and go after it, right?
Yes.
Look at you where you are now, and you must be so proud about it, and that you took that opportunity to look into this business and change your life, right?
Yes. What a difference it's made, right? Because now I still have my home in Alberta, and that has expenses, and now I'm living here in Mexico. So I'm going from sitting in a chair wondering how I was going to pay my bill to living in a beautiful place in sunny Mexico. Not sunny today, but usually sunny Mexico, right?
Yes, for sure. Just let me say hi to Maritas, Deepthi, Rashmi. They're all watching us live. Thank you guys for joining us. So, Debra, what do you like about our digital business?
You know what? I love the people. The people, because there's no competition in this business. Like,
Yes.
So this is what sets us apart from any other kind of business out there.
Yes.
We're not, there's no competition. So everybody is willing to help everybody. Look at our training session last night that happened,
Wow. It was amazing.
Right? Everybody should be successful after watching that. So, that was one of the things that I really like about this business is the people. I have met people from all over the world, I did today I was on a webinar in Sweden.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
I know, right? In Sweden. So
I know.
it
It's
is
amazing.
because this I would never have known you if it wasn't for this
No, for
business.
sure.
Could have been thousands of people that we've met because of this business. Like, it's amazing. And that's why I like it. Doesn't matter where you're from. It doesn't matter where you live. It doesn't matter, you have to be 18 years or older, depending. Other countries have to be 20 or whatever. But, we're in 23 different countries of the world, 38 offices, and we can supply almost every country in the world. Like, how amazing is that?
Yes. It's totally amazing, and I'm with you about the community and the people you meet. Like, I love doing these interviews. I try to do every weekend to meet someone, to get to know them, because we are like-minded people, right? Our
Yes.
stories resonate and we sympathize. Like, last night's mastermind was amazing. It motivated me to try some other platforms that I was scared to try. So these things really get you going, and I love that about our community. Yes.
Oh, I know, me too. I absolutely love it. And, of course, the money's great. But was it in the beginning? No, it was, slow in the beginning. But I struggled, because I didn't know how to put a picture on Facebook when I started this business.
Yes. Can you talk us a little bit about that too? Like, how it was when you started at the beginning? You don't have to be tech savvy, I know that, but for each person, it's a little bit different. How was it for you at the beginning?
Well, I worked on a computer at my job 12 to 14 hours a day. And I did income tax programs, and I did database accounting programs, and, Excel and Microsoft Word and PowerPoint business programs. And at the end of the day, I would close my computer. I didn't want to learn anything about Facebook or Twitter or Instagram or Snapchat. I didn't even know what most of those names were, right? So, and it was something that I just chose I didn't want to do. And that was the one thing when they talked about social media platforms. This is where you meet the people, is on these social media platforms. And I'm thinking, oh my goodness. And when they first said Twitter, I said, Twitter? What kind of a word is Twitter, right? Like, I didn't even know what these were. And of course, I say it to my kids, my grandkids, and they laugh at me and say, Grandma or Mom, you got to get with the times. You got to know what these things are. So anyways, I had a 12-year-old grandson who taught me how to put a picture on Facebook. And I'm so thankful for Tasty Bear. Like, he is amazing. Like, and he had so much patience with me, and he taught me how to Google. And he said, Grandma, you can do whatever you want. And, it sounds like he said, didn't you tell me that I could be whatever I wanted to be when I grow up? And I said, yes. And he said, you can do whatever you want on the computer. You just have to Google. You type in the question mark, just like you were asking me, and the answer will come up. Well, I thought somebody was going to type in and say, hi, Debra, this is what you do. But I kept getting these YouTube things coming up, and I would open it, and it would be toothpaste. It would be talking about furniture. It was talking about exercise equipment and diets. And I'm thinking, what is this? This has got nothing to do with what I'm asking. So finally, 2 days later, after, I bet you, and I don't know why, but I kept the same question in over and over. So, where it says, don't, if you're making a mistake or it's not working, then maybe you need to look at something different. Well, I did. For 2 days, I typed that same question in, thinking it was going to be magic wand, come and fix it, right? But anyways, I called him and I said, Tasty, honey, this just isn't working for Grandma. And he said, well, what are you doing, Grandma? And I said, well, I'm typing the question in and putting the question mark, just like you told me. How do I put a picture on Facebook? And, and I said, and he said, well, what are you seeing? And I said, these YouTube things. And he said, well, that's right. I said, no, it's not. They're talking about toothpaste. They're talking about cars and exercise equipment and vitamins and furniture, like you name it. And he said, he laughed. He said, Grandma, no. See down on your bottom right-hand corner, there's a thing that says skip ad. It's an ad that's popping up. You just hit that and skip it, and then your answer's there. I said, well, I didn't even know what YouTube was. So, I mean, I was so far out of the loop. I mean, I was still watching, 8 tracks and cassette players and cassette CDs. And I was so far out of the loop. but I thought, I can do this. I can do this, right? I can do this.
Yes,
So,
look at you now, where you are now.
yes. As I say, I prove every day that if I can do this business, it doesn't matter what level you're at, or, you know, what age you are, or what education level you have. It doesn't matter, because it didn't matter how much education I had. That just was not common sense to me, how to do those things. And for young people today, like, and to look at me when I'd say I never knew how to do that, they just, like, they grew up doing it. It's something they always have done. So it's just automatic for the generation today. So this, for, oh my gosh, for younger people, you know, your age, to have families and come into this business, I mean, online is the way to go. It's the way of the future.
Yes.
So, you know, why wait? Like, I get laid off, you know, and now for the company I work for, not doing my job, of course, but, you know, we have the heavy equipment, the largest, you know, construction equipment in the world in Fort McMurray. And now they're bringing in the big haul trucks, you know, with remote control. There's not even anybody in it driving them, right? So, I mean, everything is going computer. So why not be on board now? The time is now, because 10 years down the road from now, very few people are going to be going out to work. Everything's going to be done online. And this business that we have, it doesn't matter the downturn in the economy. It doesn't matter, you know, what people, you know, get laid off their jobs or whatever. You know, it's something that everybody and anybody can do. And it's something that everybody will be able to do, whether they have, you know, whether there's jobs or stores. Look at Walt Disney. Look at Walt Disney. Just shut down 37 of his brick and mortar stores in the United States because he found over COVID they were making more online sales than they ever would going in the stores. So they've shut them down.
For sure.
So look at how many people are without jobs. Well, come on, folks, and join our community before that happens to you. Do it before it happens. Get your business built up while you still have a job, right? We have a gold mine for people if they would just see it.
Yes, the same thing, it happened to me last year when we were in lockdown, and then I was like, oh my God, what am I going to do if I lose my job? I don't have anything else, right?
Yes.
And that's and at the same time I came across this, so it's like, I don't know what happened. It was just like out of the blue. It was meant to be. Yes, for sure.
Yep.
I mean, that was a great opportunity, that when I was thinking like this, okay, this happened. So it's something, I mean, I'm blessed. We are all blessed to have found
exactly.
it.
Yes. And, you know, I don't believe in coincidences. I believe everything happens for a reason. Like, you know, everything's planned out there for us long before we know it's going to happen. So if somebody's on here watching today, you're on here for a reason. Check it out, right? Check it out. Make your own
harm. Yes, make your own mind. Check it out. There is no harm in checking it out and seeing if this is suitable for you. So I think, Debra, you answered my next question, which was what were the requirements for our online business. And can you give any advice to those who are watching or those who are in doubt about whether this is suitable for them or not? What are your thoughts on that?
Well, my first question is, have they registered on your website and gone in and listened to that 90-minute information session? It's free. It doesn't cost anything to listen to that 90-minute information session. And there's enough information there to know whether they want to pursue this or not, right? Yes. We're not going to, you know, I have people ask me all the time, well, just tell me what it's about. Well, why would I do you a disservice and not give you as much information as you possibly need? That 90-minute information session is live, and it's our professional people telling exactly what it is that this business is all about. And then there's a panel of people after that are like you and me, telling their whys, why they got involved and how they're doing in the business, right? And they're just everyday people like us. You know, they're not wealthy people. They're, you know, they're just everyday people from different walks of life, different communities, and different reasons why they started the business, right? You started the business because you wanted to be home with your daughter, and God bless you. I hope that, you get to be home with her forever, and then you'll be able to enjoy grandchildren and, and because most people don't have that opportunity, right?
No.
I didn't. So, that's amazing how you have that. My reason was I needed something to be able to support myself down the road. I knew it wasn't going to be something that was going to be get rich quick and be able to take care of everything, right immediately. But I knew it was a sustainable business that I would be able to build it to where I would have enough money to support myself for the rest of my life.
Yes.
And that is what I seen in this business.
Yeah.
Right.
And for those who are doing their job, you don't have to give up your job. Like I'm doing my job and I'm doing this part time. I love my job. I love spending time with the children where I work. So yes, but what I wanted was to be able to take time off from work, because when I take time off from work, it affects me financially, which I don't want to. So then now I'm able to take time off from work and spend it with my daughter, and then I go to work too whenever I want to. So yes, Debra, thank you so much for your advice and for coming on my page and talking about the business and how it changed your life. So any other thing you want to share with us before we say bye?
No, I just think I just don't understand why everybody just doesn't register with their name and email address on the website and just check it out, And I say to people, well, maybe it's not for you, but what if it is and you miss out on it? And in a year's time, you're saying, oh my gosh, I needed another income because I got laid off my job, because that's what's happening now. Now's the time when you still have your job, or when you're still, can do things like, do it now. Get this built up so that if it does happen that you lose your job, you're not going to be financially hurting.
Yes.
Right?
True.
That's the biggest thing. Now is the time. There's no better time than right now for people to start an online business.
Because everything is online now, and you can see how the world is changing, right? The last year has made it really real to us that things can change in an instant, and now things are all online, and why not do your business online too, right?
Exactly. And so many businesses now, because people were working online, it saved them so much money not having employees in the building, that they're turning more for them to be home and working online.
Yeah, true.
Right?
Yes.
They're saving a lot of money. People are realizing this is the way to go. And we need this, to be able to teach our children socializing too, because they've been doing school online for the last year and a half or so, right? And now some of our children have not socialized, So we have to teach them how to socialize. And if we're not there to do it, who's going to do it?
Yes, true. Thank you, Debra, for taking time to have a chat with me. Hope you have a lovely day, rest of the day in Mexico. Enjoy. I know it's raining today, but enjoy.
It's always nice. It rains more.
Take care. Bye.
God bless. Bye-bye.